Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. So today we are going to be talking about a review and wear and tear on my Louis Vuitton NeoNoe. So if you'd like to see how this beauty held up or is holding up, and if you want to hear my thoughts on it after 4 years, then please keep watching. So before we begin, I do want to preface by saying that I tend to take really good care of my items because I have spent my hard-earned money on it, and I just like taking care of my things so they last longer. So with that being said, like I mentioned, I did get this baby in 2018, the beginning of 2018. So it's been 4 years, and this is one of my favorite bags. So I have always said that this is like a great mix between the Neverfull and Speedy because it's on the larger side and it holds a lot and it's comfortable, and I believe it's more user-friendly than the Speedy. So with all my review videos, I'm going to start with the general overview of this bag. So I have this in the monogram with the black leather, and when I originally bought this, it only came out in this version, as in the monogram canvas version, with the black, and the pink was also available. And I think that was it. It was either between the black or the pink. And now it's out in the Damier Ebene canvas, the leathers, epi, emprunt. It's in the bicolor. So a lot of other options are available now. This came to be about when Mr. Vuitton wanted to transport champagne bottles. So the original version of this could carry 5 champagne bottles. So 1 in 4 corners and then 1 right down the middle. This, however, cannot do that. So when I get to the interior, I will show you. But so that was the original Neo version of it. And this is the newer. Like I said, this is the monogram canvas, and it does have the cowhide coated leather trim, the handles and the strap right here, and it's held together by, this is the locking mechanism. And the dimensions on this is 10.2 inches across, 10.2 inches in height, and 6.9 inches in width. So that's just what this beauty looks like. So as you can see, it does have a nice square-ish, almost rectangular. Yeah, it does have a rectangular kind of base and no feet, as you can see. I wish this had feet. That would have been amazing. But yeah, on the whole, a great looking bag. And the interior, since this is black, it's going to be a little bit more harder to see it, but it does have this interior zipper pocket. Hence, you cannot carry the champagne bottle in the middle on this version. But yeah, it does have this zipper, and this is the nicer kind of zipper. I call this the nicer kind of zipper because I think this is the zipper that also comes with the pochette métis in the leather version, and it just has the extra leather pull tab on it. So this pocket isn't that big, but it can hold your little compact wallet or card holder, or like your jewelry or anything in there. So it has, since it does have the zipper, you know it's going to be secure. And then what's weird about this bag is that you can see this is not fixed. The center compartment, it's not fixed. So if you have like little items, it's going to run around in all the compartments. So that's just what it looks like. And it does have this microfiber lining in it. And as far as the strap drop, this is 13 inches. So I think this is like the perfect for like a shoulder bag because it lays comfortably on your body to the point where this bag almost like molds to it. So I think this shorter length is amazing. And this also converts to a crossbody strap, and you can do so by taking these snaps off and then pulling it around and just snapping it in place here. And as you can see, it is very long. So this drop is 22 inches. And also, as you can probably see, this strap is detachable. So if you want to add another strap onto it, you totally could. Or even if you want to like add a top handle onto it, you could, because it has these D-rings right here, which are pretty big and nice. And it does have a little bit of leather detailing on the side as well. So that's the little general overview on this bag. Now let's get to the wear and tear. So like I said, I take really good care of my items, and I have noticed that in a lot of videos people say they have had issues with the glazing, and let me show you. Mine, fortunately, has not had any issues as such. If you can see, it's pretty much still in brand new condition. So there's absolutely nothing that I can't. The hardware, you know what? Even the scratches on the hardware is very, very minimal, as you can see right there. And I'm like I said, I do baby my bags, but I don't like, I use it like how a normal person would. I just don't like throw it around or do anything like that. But so considering that I have used this pretty well, I think it has held up amazing. There's no corner wear. As you can see, the base looks really nice, and the canvas has held up pretty dang well, I would say. So that's what it looks like, and the last corner right there. Amazing. The only issue that I've noticed, which I should have paid attention to when I was buying it, is that there's a little dimple right there. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but yeah, there's this little dimple right here that, I don't know, when I feel it through the inside, I feel like the stitching is off a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely a little bumpy. It's something that I have not talked to my sales associate about, but maybe next time I go to the store, I will bring it in just to show her. But other than that, it has been very nice, and I have to say that the canvas has softened a little bit. So before, if I had to like go in the bag and stuff, this area was a little stiff, but now it's just super soft and it's very easy. I literally don't even have to close it if I don't want to. I can just push it together, and since I do carry it as a shoulder bag, it's just under my arm, so I know it's secure and my stuff is not going anywhere. So yeah, I love this bag so much. I think it's very practical and it's great for everyday use, especially if you're a mom and you have to fit in all your baby's diaper and stuff, which I will show you what I have. So I have all her stuff in this Mina Bae pouch. This pouch is amazing, by the way. So there I have like diapers in here, changing mat, a disposable changing mat, wipes, and a little sprayable diaper rash cream too from the Honest Company. So this is pretty large if you look at it, and this fits in the back very comfortably. So it does jut out a tiny little bit from the top, as you can see, but when I'm like wearing it, it is completely fine, and I love how it's kind of divided, that it fits in that back pocket very, very comfortably, and I have this entire front compartment to myself. So I think it's such a great, there you go, this is so much better. So I think it's such a great mommy bag. So I can use the zipper as well as this front compartment for my things. So that's what it looks like. And I have to say the strap is also super comfortable. Let me show you the strap up close. I have not noticed any major creasing. As you can see, there's just like a little bit there, but honestly, when the light reflects off of it, you can barely even notice it. So that's just the strap up close. I think it has held up very beautifully. There you go. I have to say that after 4 years of use, the only thing I can notice is this baby creasing right here, and only on certain parts. And the glazing on the strap is also very well. And I do not see any cracks or anything on it. There you go. And when I bought this bag, let me take this out because it's super heavy. Okay, there you go. So when I bought this bag, I think it retailed for $1,000. I want to say about 1,400 plus tax. Now this thing costs $2,030 before tax. So it did go up quite a bit. And as far as the interior, when it comes to wear and tear, I hope you can see that it's pretty much, see, that's a little bump I was talking about right there, but as you can see, it's looks pretty much brand new. And what I do is that if I see there's like any dust or whatever, I just take a baby lint roller and I just go in with it, and it has worked beautifully. So it has, I think it has held up pretty great. What do you guys think? But since I have been using this for a while, I do have some pros and cons on it. So I feel like that would be helpful for you in case you were debating about getting this bag or not. So I'm going to start with the pros. The first pro is obviously the size. It's a large bag, but it's not overwhelming like the Neverfull or any of those other totes. So I think it's such a great size and it holds a lot. And I would say this is like the perfect mom bag because the strap is super comfortable and it just holds a whole lot, and it's perfect for every day. And since it does have the treated leather, it's pretty much worry-free. You don't have to worry about it. It's an amazing everyday bag, especially if you have a little bit more to hold. And the added advantage to this over the Speedy or the Neverfull is that if you want, you can detach the strap, add your own strap to it. So it'll, because I know this strap, if you want to use it as a crossbody, it's way too long. So if you have your own strap, you can just add it and it would be like the perfect crossbody as well. And yeah, it wouldn't get in the way and it'll carry everything you need it to. It's just perfect. And also, since this is canvas, it is super light to begin with, and that's what we want, especially if we need to carry a lot. You need a lightweight bag to begin with, because if this was heavy and then we put all our other stuff in there, it would be pretty much impossible to carry it around the whole day comfortably on your shoulders. So this is just perfect for that because it's super duper lightweight. And like I said, when I bought this bag, it was $14 something, $1,400 something, and now it's $2,030. So you know this is one of their popular bags, and this does hold its value. So if I were to, I actually placed on, now that Fashionphile is collaborating with Neiman Marcus, I actually sent a picture to my essay to see how much I would get for this bag, purely for research purpose. And I was quoted 14, what was it? Pretty much what I paid with tax. So I know if I were to sell this bag outside of Fashionphile, because they do kind of lowball you, to be completely honest, I could easily make more than what I paid for it. So this is pretty much a great investment as well, especially if you take care of it. And I also love the fact that it has a zipper pocket. So in case you have like little baby card holders, or like I said, your jewelry or anything, you know, it would just zip it up and you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like the Neverfull. I know the Neverfull has a back zipper pocket as well, but I just like that this is right in the middle, so if I were to reach in, it's right there. So it's very convenient. And the next pro that I have is on this strap right here. So if I were to wear it over my shoulder, it's very comfortable. It's like, it doesn't matter how much stuff I put in here, it has never dug in, and it's just super comfortable. That's all I have to say. It's very nice, and if this was a little thicker, it would have been even more comfortable. But even so, even with this, it does not dig into my body. Even if I'm like wearing, like I've worn this during the summer as well with like a baby tank top, and nothing. It's amazing. I love the straps that come with this. And my last pro is that I love the shape of this bag. I think this is like perfectly molded, because do you see how it like goes out in the side and in the front? So when you're wearing it on the shoulder and you have your arm down, it like, hold on, it lays perfectly like so, and it just molds so well to your body. I cannot be more pleased with the shape of this. So I think this is like my favorite bucket bag that's available out there. It's pretty much amazing, especially with the strap up. It's not too high to the point where it's like all up in your area, but it's just perfect and it's just very comfortable. Okay, you know what? Take a shot every time I say comfortable, because that's pretty much what's gonna sum up this bag. But yeah, those were all my pros. Now let's get to the cons. Speaking of the shoulder strap, I have a few cons about this. So don't get me wrong, it is super comfortable and perfect, but if you have this on your shoulder, and since the majority of the weight is like pulling it down, when I'm like always, so a perfect example would be if I'm at Costco and I'm trying to get one of those big bottles of water packs, whenever I bend down, this thing just slips off my shoulders and it's super annoying. So I always like find myself like pushing it to the back like that when I'm trying to get that. So whenever you're bending down to get stuff, this probably will end up slipping off your shoulder because of the weight in the bag. And another con about the strap is because initially when I got it, like it was all perfect in store, no problem. But when I like took it off for the crossbody and I snapped it back, it would always be wonky like this. And I honestly had no idea how to fix it. And it's a super easy fix, which I didn't know back then. It took me a little while to learn how to fix. Is you just have to like flip it around like so, and it's perfect again. A super easy fix, which did not cross my mind of doing at that particular time, but it's a super easy fix for that. So in case you guys didn't know, I just wanted to put it out there that all you have to do is just flip it. So even though this is a worry-free kind of bag, I definitely would not advise you to take this out when it's raining, because the top, as you can see, so I'm gonna close it right now just so you can see how much it does close. So it's completely closed right now. So as you can see, the top part is kinda open. So if you're taking this out in the rain, and I don't know, say you put in an extra top and you're just holding it, if the rainwater gets in here, it's gonna get damp obviously, and it's gonna smell, it's gonna get that wet scent that you probably can't get off, because that's the issue that I had with my pochette métis in the reverse. If you have not seen that video, I will link it up here now. Check it out. But yeah, so that scent is impossible to get off, and I ended up having glazing issues on that bag, so I got a new one for it. But other than that, I could not get that scent up. I tried like charcoal, I tried little what's it called, the little desiccant bags that was supposed to absorb all the moisture and the bad scents. That didn't work. I tried even blow drying it, nothing worked. So I would definitely advise against taking this out in the rain, or if you live somewhere where it's rainy, I don't think this is necessarily the best bag. But yeah, that's one of my major issues. Unless you're willing to like cover it, put it under your raincoat, and then unless you are willing to just put it over your clothes and then put your raincoat over it, just so this area is covered. That's the only way I would take it out in the rain, honestly. I'd be super careful because, like I said, it's impossible to get that scent off once it's in there. And another little baby con that I have is that since this zipper acts like a divider, as you can see, it really is not a divider. So if I have like a little baby item in there and I'm like holding it around, walking around with it, it could easily jump compartments. So it could flip under here and go from the back compartment to the front compartment and vice versa. So if you're looking for something small and you're like, oh, I put it in the front compartment, let me look at it, and you don't find it, don't freak out. It just might be in the back, because that has happened to me a lot of times. That's when I decided to switch to especially it's usually my wallet, so that's when I decided to just switch to a card holder and then just have it be secure in this zipper pocket right here. And also another one with the strap, the crossbody is too long. So especially for people like me that are lacking in the height department, I I never use this as a crossbody. 22 inches is too long for me, and on top of that, 22 inches by itself would have been okay, I guess, but this bag adds another 10.2 inches in length. So that's too long. So I would never ever wear it as a crossbody with this strap. I have switched it out for my Boulogne strap and even my multi-pochette accessoire in the empreinte leather. Those straps are shorter, so this works well with those straps. So that issue can be fixed by switching out the strap, but as such, with this strap, I cannot wear it as a crossbody. It's just too long. Another thing that I wish this bag came with is a top handle. So I know the newer empreinte model and the epi leather models have the top handle. I wish this one came with it as well, or just have it be an option to purchase it separately, but they don't. Because when you're in a hurry, it's nice to be able to have something to just grab it, and especially when you're like getting out of the car and this is your passenger, you want to be able to like quickly grab it, and I feel like that would have made this bag a little bit more convenient. And another thing that bothers me is this thing right here. So if you have OCD about things being perfect and straight, because I do, it got me a while to get this to be perfect, because usually one's like this and the other one's like, it bothers me so much. So I had to play it around a little bit, and it's not easy to actually get them to like switch through the holes. So it took me a few minutes of playing around to get this to be kind of equal, even so it's not completely equal, but it doesn't bother me now. So if such things bother you, then that is also a little con, which can be fixed, by the way, because I totally did it. But yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. So there will be times when this will be unequal. Last but not least is the quality. So this particular one that I have, as I showed you, the base does have a little dimple. So I wanted to go over exactly what to look at if you were thinking about purchasing this bag. So the first thing would be obviously the glazing up top. Run your fingers through it, make sure it's completely smooth and there are no like visible bubbling or anything like that. And also press a little bit on it to see if it is intact, so to speak, so it doesn't like easily rub off. And the next thing would be these smooth leather patches here. I wish someone would have mentioned this before I bought this bag, because I would have thoroughly looked at it before buying. But make sure, since it is this smooth leather, make sure there are no scratches on it, because there might be some pieces there that are returned. You won't know which ones. So just make sure that it is completely smooth and okay. And same with this tab right here. And also see if you can find one where the motifs align on either side. For me, that's one thing that I looked at and it was pretty much impossible, but if you can find one, that's amazing, or whichever one that looks almost the best. So right here, this one looked the best to me out of all the ones that were available when I was buying it. And also, don't forget to look at the side glazing on this part either. So right there, and also the base glazing and stitching, make sure to look at that. And also interior, run your fingers through the interior part where this base is stitched on to make sure that it's stitched on evenly and well. And also take a look at the glazing on there as well. So as you can, this is why I hate bags with black interior. I can barely show you guys anything, but in there, there's also a glazing right here. So make sure you look at that part too. So yeah, those are all the things that you should check out, or that I would recommend checking out before buying a little NeoNoe. That pretty much sums up my video, guys. So as you can probably tell, I do love this bag. I think it's wonderful. I just don't enjoy wearing it to Costco where I have to bend over and get stuff. But other than that, I wouldn't have to do that every day, right? So other than that, I love this as an everyday bag. It's perfect. It holds everything that I needed to, especially when I'm going out with my daughter. That's when I use this bag for the majority of the time. So it holds everything that I needed to. I think it is such a great investment, and try and get your hands on one before they increase the price further. Because, and I would just recommend getting it brand new, because they're almost selling it for like a couple $100s. Why would you want to go the pre-loved route when you can just save up that extra $200 and just get a new one? That's just my way of thinking. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. But either way, I think this is a great bag to have in your collection. So that was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also comment down below, do you have this bag? Do you love it? What are your thoughts on it? Or are you thinking about getting it? Let me know, because I love chatting with you guys. If you're new here, hi, my name is Trisha. I like to make videos on handbags, beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and a few baby related product reviews as well. So please take a look around my channel, and if you like something that you see, please don't forget to subscribe, because I would love to have you join my YouTube family. That's it for today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you right here with another video very soon. Take care, you guys. Bye.